What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we are doing another episode of the Road to States. Let's see what happens. We are playing against John Keller. This is round number 3. Let's see. We lost the coin flip, so John will go first, most likely. And he's choosing who's going to go first, and our opponent is going to go first. Now, I'm not sure what John is playing. I saw a metal, I saw a water, and oh, man, this hand. Oh, buddy. What do we start with? I guess we'll start with Combi. We have 2 Audishes and Execute. It depends on what we get off this Acrobike. We'll put down the Combi. We'll put down the Oddish, and let's see what John is playing. Now, if you don't know, Road to States is a tournament that lasts all year, and there's a Keldeo. Ooh, that's week 2 water, or week 2 grass. Never see a Trina as well from John, but it's an all-year tournament to the beginning of states, and then whoever has the most points goes into the finals, or into the final bracket, and then they play it out, and the winner, I think, gets a box. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure what the winner gets, but we see a Trainer's Mail from John getting the Battle Compressor, and the Battle Compressor. Let's see what the Battle Compressor discards from John. And if you don't know, round 1 we did play against TJ, playing an Evital Archeops deck. So we did beat that, and now we're on to this round, round number 2. It's technically round number 3. Round 1 we got a bye, so we didn't play against anybody. But there we see, oh, it looks like it's an Archeops deck. So 2 eggs and a Blastoise. All right, so it's an Archeops deck. Didn't know what it was, but now we do know what it is. And you know, Archeops. It's going to be weird. It's going to come down to their Kyogre with the Dual Splash, if they play that or not. Because, you know, we can just one-shot these Keldeos, the Blastoise, a week 2 grass. And if we can get a turn 1 Vileplume and they don't get a turn 1 Archies, we can basically just win the game that way. We see an Ultra Ball coming down, discarding 2 Shaymins. His other hands must be really good. Getting another Keldeo out. Oh, no, Articuno. Ooh, that could be good as well. We see a Kyogre come out. Alrighty. And let's see, what are these 2 cards? Is it an Energy and an Archie's? Oh, there's a Jirachi. What is that other card? Hopefully it's something he can just put down. There's an Archie's. I imagine this will be some card he can just put down. Come on, John, don't let us down. What is that one card? Let's see together. Hold on. And there's a Water Energy, and he will Archie's Ace in the Hole. He got the turn 1 Blastoise. Now, if you don't know, this Kyogre has Splash, or, Dual Splash. It does 50 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, or opponent's bench Pokemon. We see a Deluge coming down from Blastoise. Gotta put some energies on this Keldeo to give it free retreat. And can we get the turn 1 Vileplume or not? John got the turn 1 Archie, so come on, let's get the turn 1 Vileplume. There we see an Execute. Now, he did discard 2 Shaymins already. We see another Provocation. He must have a Computer Search or an Ultra Ball, and he's going to discard those 2 eggs. But since, you know, he got the turn 1 Archies, can we get the turn 1, Vileplume? Oh, and he already discarded 2 Shaymins, so I'm really curious. Oh, he does play 3 Shaymin. Alright, that's good. So he's going to Shaybe, draw another 3 cards. And this card, Articuno, is definitely scary as well with his Tri-Edge. It could take 2 prize cards, own a Vespiquen. Alright, and will we see Shaybe come down, or will he hold it? I imagine he'll play it, for sure this turn. No real reason. Okay, see another Deluge. Okay, he's going to put on the Keldeo, so it looks like he'll put a bunch of energies on this Keldeo. I might actually start pounding this Articuno. We're going to see Shaymin drawn up to 5. But if he can hit maybe a superior energy retrieval, we see a Flowstone go down to Keldeo. He can retreat this Keldeo now and promote somebody else. I'm not sure who he'll promote. Maybe this Kyogre, because it's weak to lightning and not grass. That's probably his best bet. Like, Articuno could get knocked out next turn. Jirachi could get knocked out next turn. Shaymin could get knocked out, and Blastoise is weak to grass. Oh, he's actually retreat to Jirachi. I guess he wants to save the Kyogre. We see a Battle Compressor. Go and discard 3 cards out of his deck. And let's see, what does he discard? Now, since his whole deck is weak to grass, we don't really have to discard our Vespiquens. We can keep them in our deck because they have weakness on this Keldeo. The only thing, like I said, I'm really concerned about is this Articuno with Tri-Edge. And our hand right now, it's not that great either. We see Battle Compressor, discard a Acrobike, Blastoise, and an Acrobike. And a pass on to our turn. Let's see what happens. There's an Ultra Ball. That's a great card to get. Well, Acrobike, and let's see. We'll grab the Forest of Giant Plants. Alrighty, so that's one step in the right way. Put down the Forest of Giants Plants. Put down the Gloom. and we will Ultra Ball, discard an Egg, and an Oddish. And with this, we'll grab a Shaman EX. Come on down, Shaybay. How many Vileplumes in here? 1, 2. And how many Vespiquen in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, about Combi. 1, 2, 3, and okay, so 3. Oh, there's 1 out in the field. Duh. We'll get Shaybay. So we have a really, really good hand right now. We're just going to Shaman. We need to hit some good cards. Let's see, what do we get off this? Alright, we get down the Vespiquen. We can Battle Compressor, and with the Battle Compressor, we can discard a an Oddish, maybe. The only thing I'm scared about, if he has a Lysander, ooh, that could be scary. He could knock out the Oddish. We'll discard 1 Oddish. We will discard a Gloom. How many Glooms are in the deck? There's 1, 2, 3. So 4 out in the field right now. Alright, so we will discard the Oddish. And we'll discard the Force of Giant Plants. There's 1, and there's 2. So discard those 3. We're going to put down the Unknown, and we are going to Farewell Letter. Come on, Farewell Letter. Help us up, buddy. Come on, give us something good. And, oh my goodness, our hand is terrible all of a sudden. Alright. Alright, what to do? Well, I'm going to Propagate. Alright. I know we don't have that great of a hand, but what we can do is Propagate, put an Execute down, put down a DC. We can retreat into a Shaman, and we can Sky Return for 30, and we can promote this Egg. Now, if he does have a Lysander, we're going to be in trouble. But let's see, on to our opponent's turn. Let's see what John has for us. Does he have the Lysander or not to knock out? Well, what's he going to knock out? Is he going to go after the Gloom, or is he going to go after the Vespiquen? I'll be really curious to see what he decides to do if he does have the Lysander, like I said. Maybe the Gloom, because I don't think... Well, if he knocks out the Vespiquen, we don't have an attacker next turn. If he knocks out the Gloom, we don't have a Vileplume next turn, possibility. But we do have more Oddishes in the deck, so that's a possibility. We see a Russian from the Keldeo. This must mean he has something. We see a Deluge. This could go to Articuno, and he could Tri-Edge to take a knockout, but no, we see a Water Energy going to Kyogre, and we might see a Dual Splash. There's another Water Energy. Or we see a Smash Turn for 30. There we see an N. Woo! Thanks, John. That's a great end for us. Alright, so we're going to shuffle our hand into deck and draw 6 new cards. Alrighty, we get the Vileplume. We get a Vespiquen. We're not really going to use the Vileplume right now because we need to draw some more cards in the deck. There's a Water Energy going to Kyogre. Alrighty, how many Pokemon in the discard pile? 3, 4. So we're doing 60 right now. Can we knock out this Kyogre or not? Is the big question. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see what happens. We will see, oh, probably a Dual Splash doing 50 to both these guys. I doubt he will knock out the Execute. Ooh, that'd be really, let's see if he goes for that attack or not. Does he knock out the Execute or not? I mean, I would just Dual Splash both of these guys. We see a Propagation. This might mean he has a Computer Search in his hand? We'll see. There we see another Propagation, getting another Egg out. Alrighty. And let's see, what will he get out with this Propagation? There's, oh, okay, he has an Ultra Ball. I guess he just wants to thin his deck out. He could, if he plays another Shaman, wow, he plays 4 Shamans in his deck. Alrighty, and there we see a Vespiquen, and this will probably grab a N. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the N being grabbed. And there we see Dual Splash, and I imagine, like I said, the 50 is going to here. Yep, so 50 onto the Vespiquen, 50 on the Gloom, and onto our turn. Let's see what happens. We get a Jirachi, which is a good card for sure. Let's see, we're going to Trainer's Mail. We're looking for a Floatstone now. Grab the Sycamore, sorry. We are going to Ultra Ball, discard Jirachi, and the Vileplume. Yeah, with this, we'll grab another Combi. Alright, so get a Combi. Put down the Combi, put down Vespiquen. We are going to put a DC. We're going to Compressor. And let's see, what kind of Pokemon can we discard? We could discard the Unknowns, but we might want to draw into those. How many Pokemon in the discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're hitting for 70 right now. We need 10 more Pokemon? Yeah, 10 more Pokemon in the discard pile. Oh, this might be hard. We'll discard... You know, let's just discard the Glooms. Whatever, we'll just discard the whole Vileplume line. Discard those guys. Put a DC on this. It doesn't matter. He can Dual Splash... knock out this one for sure. So we're going to put on this guy, and we're going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And what can we get? Alright, so we get down to Trainer's Mail. Let's see, what can we get with Trainer's Mail? We'll grab a Compressor. We'll put down a we'll play Compressor first, and let's see what we can discard out of our deck. We'll discard the Ultra Ball, Level Ball. Maybe, hold on. We'll discard a Gloom, a Shaman, or a Mew, and we'll discard. Oh, there's only one float. Oh, they're both float stones in here. All right. Let's discard a Battle Compressor. Yeah, we'll discard those. Okay. We are going to Shaman to draw what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One card. Can we get a float stone? Nope. We'll Shaman one more time, trying to draw a float stone. Come on, float stone. Okay, we got it. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, we're going to, I guess we'll put down Vileplume, and we will just end our turn. Alright, now next turn he can dual splash, put 50 here, 50 here. Now, if you license up this Vileplume, we're going to be in trouble, because we really can't retreat that. But he does have an N in his hand. Remember that, he has an N in his hand. So that'd be good for us. We will have to DC onto this Execute. That would be a prize card at any moment. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we're going to do 120. If he knocks out Vespiquen, we'll do 140. If he doesn't play the end, we can 160, 170. There we see a Lysander. Bring in a Vileplume. Oh no. Oh no. This is what I was worried about. We see a Water Articuno, and we'll see a Dual Splash. It's going to do 50 to both these guys. Yep. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so he's going to take a prize card. On to our turn. We are going to DCE this Vileplume, and we are going to pass. Alrighty. And on to our opponent's turn. Well, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. I'm not going to lie to you. How many DCs in here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 are in play. We just got to hope the last one's not prized. Yeah, we're just going to scoop this game. Yeah, I'm just going to scoop. Alright, you got it. There's nothing I can do. He's going to keep dual splashing the bench. He's going to win the game that way. He's going to take 3 prize this card, go down to 3. There's no point to keep on playing. There's really nothing we can do. So we're going to concede the game. And we're going to game number 2. Alright, so we got to get lucky. Game number 2. Let's see what happens. We just got to get the turn 1 Vileplume. Alright, so we're going to challenge him once again. Alrighty, we'll scroll on up. Where is his deck at? I don't know. Let's see here. Alright, so there we go. Yep. Game number 2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll go first, for sure. He asked me, do I want to go first or second? First, please. Alright, so let's see. Can we take down the Blastoise deck or not? Yep, we'll call heads, and let's see. Oh, we lost the coin flip, but hopefully John will let us go first like we're supposed to. He should say no to this. Alright, our turn. Can we get the turn 1 Vileplume or not? Alright, so we got at least a Floatstone this time. Alright, we'll press done. And let's see what kind of start. Oh, he mulligans. That's great. Alright, we just gotta hope he has a bad hand and we can get turn 1 Vileplume and just win that way. They get a Pokemon down. Hopefully it's another egg. Yeah, we'll draw from the mulligan. Getting a Force of Giants Plants. Oh, buddy. There's a Keldeo. We'll put a Floatstone. Put down Force. Put down Gloom. We will Trainer's Mail, and with this, we'll discard an Oddish. Oh, nope, not that. An Oddish, a Gloom, and it executes. Alrighty. We will Trainer's Mail, and let's see what can we get off the Trainer's Mail. We'll grab the Sycamore, just to guarantee the supporter. We will Trainer's Mail. Let's see what can we get. We'll grab the Battle Compressor. And with the Compressor, we'll discard more Oddishes and more Gloom, because we're really not going to need it if we get the turn 1. There's nothing he can really do to knock out a Vileplume if it does come out turn 1. So we'll discard those, and we'll discard another Oddish. We'll discard an Oddish, sure. Doesn't really matter. Those 3 will Shebe drawn up to 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can put down Combi. Put down Vespiquen. And the only problem is I don't know if the other Shaman and or the other Vileplumes in the deck. I didn't check. Let's YOLO. We're gonna Ultra Ball, discard Vespiquen and Sycamore, and hopefully the other Shaman's in the deck. I don't know if the other Vileplume's in the deck. Okay, both the cards in the deck, so we're good. We'll grab the Shaman, put the Shaman down, drawn up to 6. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can Computer Search, discard Force of Giants Plants and a Vileplume, and with this, we will grab another Combi. No, we'll grab a DCE. That seems fine. Yeah, we'll grab the DCE. Or do we grab a Battle Compressor to thin our deck out even more? Yeah, let's do that. Let's play Battle Compressor, and that way we can thin our deck out. Just kidding, discarding stuff we don't need. So Compressor once again, and with this, we'll discard. Let's see. We'll discard a Gloom, Vileplume, and a Bunnelby. We are going to Acrobike. Let's see what we get off the Acrobike. We'll grab the DCE. Grab the DCE. Put the DC on the Vespiquen, put down Vileplume, and we will Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, and we should be A-okay. We'll put down a Combi as well, and we will... The only thing I'm concerned about... No, we're going to end our turn. It doesn't really matter who we send up. He can License or bring somebody up. The only thing I was really considering is an Articuno, but, okay, so he passed into our turn. We will retreat to Vespiquen. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're just going to Night March, Be Revenge for them knockouts, just making sure. And, yep, that's how you kind of go against Blastoise. If you go first, you should be able to beat it. It does come down to a coin flip, so let's see what happens in game number 3. Who's going to win the game? Kettler or me? I imagine Kettler will go first in game number 3. And can he get the turn 1 Archie's Toys or not? That game, we had a really good turn 1. Unlike the first game, we didn't really have, he said first, please. Yeah, you got it, John. You've won the coin flip both times so far, so I imagine you're going to win the coin flip again. Let's see, last round against John Kettler. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Blastoise or Vespiquen Vileplume? Let's see what happens. Here comes the coin flip. And does he win again? And we lost the coin flip, so it doesn't even matter. John won all of them. You know, like I said, his best 2 out of 3. I don't think I've said that, but his best 2 out of 3. Let's see what happens. All right, our hand is amazing. We'll start Combi. We'll start a Combi. Put down an Oddish, and we'll press done. Alrighty, as long as he doesn't end us, we have a good turn 1. There's a Shaybe coming down. And does he get the turn 1 Archies? There's a Keldeo coming down. We see a Water Age going to Keldeo. We see a Shaman drawing 2. Alright. And there's a Trainer's Mill. Good look at the top 4 cards of his deck. And if you didn't notice, I have Golden Trainer's Mill. I'm trying to bling out all of my decks. Right now, we got 4 Trainer's Mill. We got 4 VS Seekers now as well. I know you can't tell with this deck. And next card I'm working on is Ultra Ball. I know that's going to be really hard to obtain. But hopefully we can get 4 Golden Ultra Balls. That would be amazing. I'm just trying to make the decks look pretty for everybody. Never seen Ultra Ball discarding a Water and a Juniper. And let's see, does he have the turn 1 or not? That's the big question. That's the question on everybody's mind. If he's got the turn 1, then he's okay. If not, he's pretty much just going to lose the game. Now, he could manipulate his hand down slowly to, make it where he can get a turn 1 Archie, or turn 2 Archies at least. But we'll have to see. If he whiffs a turn 1, he could make it where he has a turn 2 Archies, and we don't play an end to disrupt him. There we see a Shaman drawn up to 4, and let's see what happens. So he doesn't get anything with Ultra Ball. There we see a Flowstone going down to Keldeo. And let's see, there we see a VS Seeker grabbing the Juniper. Alright, so this means no turn 1 Archies, but like I said, can he play his hand down enough to make it where he can have a turn 2 Archies? Let's see. If he doesn't do that, then we're going to be A-okay. We see an Acrobike from John, and he discards an Execute. That's a good card to discard. And let's see, what does he have in his hand? There we see a Battle Compressor. This will discard some Blastoises for sure. Probably not some Water Energies. He already has 4 in there. Yeah, he already has 4 Water Energies in the deck. I doubt he wants to discard those. Maybe an Egg. And maybe 2 Blastoise. That's probably my best bet. You want to discard another Egg. Okay, so we see an Egg, and we see, another Egg. Okay, an Egg and 2 Blastoise. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Can he play his hand down to where next turn he can get a turn 2 Blastoise? That's the big question. We see a Trainer's Milk, gonna look at top 4 cards of his deck, and there we see a letter. He might just use that and not grab 2 waters, depending on his hand. Let's see. There we see Trainer's Milk, gonna look at top 4 cards of his deck again. And what will he get? Alrighty, but I mean, our turn, we have a Trainer's Mill, we have a DCE. If we can get a Force of Giant Plants, we're going places. But he gets nothing with the Trainer's Mill. Maybe it's just bad 4 cards. There we see an Articuno coming down. Now, the Articuno does have Chilling Side, which is definitely scary. It can make it where we can't attack for a turn. There we see a VS Seeker. What would this grab? We need to know. Does this grab an Archie's, or does this grab a Juniper? Because he could grab an Archie's if his hand's like Letter and 2 of the trainers. He can play him down right now, and then next turn he can hope for top deck to make it where he can play the Archie's. But let's see, what does John get with the VS Seeker? Does he grab the Juniper? He seems like he's debating right now. Like he's not 100% sure. So he's getting the Archie's. Oh man. Does he have it next turn or not? That's the big question. What are these 3 cards in his hand? They receive Propagation. So this must mean he has an Ultra Ball in his hand and or a Computer Search. That's what I'm thinking. They receive another Propagation. So he probably has an Ultra Ball. He probably has a Letter. But what is the 3rd card? So we see a Superior. Go to discard 2 eggs. Okay, that's... Gonna put 4 Water Energies in his hand. Alrighty. Maybe he just wants to power up a Keldeo. And maybe knock out a Oddish. There we see another. So he's just gonna power up somebody. He's just gonna power up somebody, take a knockout that way. And on to our turn. Let's see what happens. We'll get the Vileplume. We will Trainer's Mail. What can we get with the train? Nothing? Nothing? Alright, well, we know the DC's in there. We'll put a DC on this guy, and we will Shebe, drawn up to 4. Yes. Alright. So we will Trainer's Mail. Let's see if we get off the Trainer's Mail. Nothing again. Oh, great. Fantastic. We're going great so far. Okay, we'll press done. Okay. We are going to Computer Search, discard a Vileplume and a Vespiquen, and let's see what's in the deck. How many Vileplumes are prized? How many Vespiquens are prized? There's a Vileplume. Another Vileplume. Alright. Now we do have to discard at least 1 Combi because we did discard a Vespiquen. There's a lot of stuff you gotta think about this deck when you're doing it. Okay. So we're gonna grab a Force of Giant Plants. I think that's the best thing to get, just a guaranteed, and that way if we draw into some stuff, we'll be good to go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 Glooms. Okay, so grab the plant, put down the Force of Giants Plant, and we will Shebe, drawn up to 5. Yes, we need a Flowstone as well. All right, so we get a Trainer's Mail, grabbing a Level Ball. Yeah, we'll grab the Level Ball. Play the Level Ball. Get down a Gloom. Sorry, yeah, grab the Gloom. Put down the Gloom. Put down the Vespiquen. And I might just Sycamore. Oop, wrong card. Might just Sycamore. How many Pokemon to discard pile? 1, 2. Then it'll be 4. So yeah, we'll Sycamore, discard a DC. I know it's not the best thing, but it might be okay. Alrighty, we'll grab the Level Ball. We'll grab a Vespiquen. We will put down a Flowstone onto Gloom. Put down Vileplume. Yeah, put down Vileplume. Put down a Vespiquen. And let's see, how much are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing 40. Oh, we probably... Okay, oh, I misplayed there. Oh, that was a misplay. Alright. So what we're going to do is... Let's just Intelligence Gathering for 10. And we'll draw up to 6. Yeah. Alright. So this... I mean, he could tackle with Articuno next turn. That might be something we have to worry about. But let's see what happens. Now, what I should have done is... I should have retreated to the... Probably... I don't know. I don't know what I should have done, actually. If they receive Russian, he's going to attack with Articuno. He's going to Chilling Side. Try to put us to sleep. We see a Water Energy going down to the Articuno. And like I said, we will see a Chilling Side. Oh, he's actually just going to retreat to Shaman. And on our turn... Alright. We are going to put a Mew down. Put a DCE. We will retreat into the Mew. And we are just going to... Yeah, we're just going to Be Revenge. And see what happens. We're going to do, what, 60? And then next turn, he's probably going to set up another Shaman. We can hit that for 60. And we have another DCE. Let's see. Chilling Side does Triage does 40 and then plus 20 for each heads. It could do 60, so that's 100, right? 40, 12. No, it could do 140. Ooh, that'd be spooky. Well, let's see what happens. He's got plenty of water energies in his hand. Like I said, he could go for Chilling Side if he wants to at any moment. Let's see what he decides to do. Now, if we top deck a Sycamore, we'll be okay. Because we get discard, the Oddish and Gloom. Never see a Shaman coming up. And we'll probably just see another pass. Yeah, we'll probably just see a pass. Now, we are doing 60. If he knocks out Mew, we're doing 70, then 80, 90. And then we only need to knock out 2 more Pokemon to knock out Articuno. No, 3 more Pokemon to knock out Articuno. Alright, we see Water is going to Keldeo. And a pass on our turn. We'll put a DC on Vespiquen, and he will hit us for 110 next turn, which is not a knockout if he decides to attack with Keldeo. We are just going to be Revenge for another 60. Alrighty, and now, well, if he provokes this Shaman, it still lives. If he attacks with Keldeo, it doesn't knock us out. We could Sky Return into Shebe. And there we see a rush in. Will he attack this turn or not? That's the big question. He does have plenty of water energies in his hand. Here comes Articuno. We might see a Chilling Side. We see a water energy going on to the Keldeo. And let's see. We're going to see a Chilling Side. Do we stay asleep or not? In heads, we do wake up. Alrighty, on to our turn. What do we get? We get a Sycamore. So we're going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alrighty. We are just going to... let's see. Next turn, Keldeo can knock us out, but we can knock him out with Vespiquen, so we should be okay. We're just going to be Revenge for another 60. Or 80 now. Ooh, because we discard 2 cards. Alrighty, now to John's turn. Like I said, if he attacks with Keldeo, we can knock him out with the Vespiquen. Unless, yeah, we can knock him out with Vespiquen. Not really that worried. We just need to draw into another Combi and a Vespiquen. They ever see a Water Energy going on Articuno. We might see another Chilling Side. We see a Shaman drawing a card. Alrighty. And does he have a Lysander? Lysander will change things up. And there we see Ann. We both shuffle our hands into a deck and draw 6 new cards. I bet he's looking for a Lysander for sure to knock out a Vespiquen. Alright, so 6 new cards. There's a Vespiquen. Alright, we need to keep that Vespiquen because we do have one in the discard pile. And let's see what John decides to do. He could rush in and send in a new Shaman. Let's see. What will he... Yeah, send in the new Shaman. Alrighty. And on our turn, we get a Gloom. We are just going to... And we're just going to be Revenge for another 80. Alrighty, let's see what John decides to do. He could attack with Keldeo next turn. He could attack with Articuno. Let's see what he decides to choose. And these are probably going to be his only 2 attackers. A Water Energy goes to Keldeo. We'll see a Rush in. And does he have a Lysander or not? That's the big question. And nope, just a Secret Sword. Going to knock out the Mew. But then we can knock out Vespiquen. And then it's going to come down to a coin flip with John. So it's going to go down to 4 prize cards. We're going to sit with Vespiquen. And let's see what happens. Now, how many DCs? We have 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2. Oh, man. What he could do is Lysander up somebody. And we can lose the game that way, actually. So we're just going to be Revenge for the knockout. And it's going to come down to, does he have a Lysander? He can Lysander up Shaman and we'll be in trouble. Yeah, because all of our DCs are in play. Whoops. Alright, so we get an Unknown and a Force of Giants Plants. We see an Articuno come up and own to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. How many DCs? Yeah, there's 1, 2, and there's 3, 4. Yeah, all of our DCs are gone, so these are going to be our last attackers. We see a Black Kyurem EX coming down. Alright, we see a Juniper. He's going to discard his hand, drawing 7 new cards. Alright, so we will see an Articuno attack this turn, but will it knock us out? Heads, tails, so it only does 60. Alright, so Vespiquen lives, but once again, okay, since he's Sycamored, we can actually not lose by Lysander, so that's good. Retreat, and we will, how much damage are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, that's actually not a knockout. Ooh. But we'll Unknown. Use Farewell Letter. We'll go down to 11. Alright, and then we will be Revenge. It will not... Oh, yeah. He's already hurt. What am I thinking of? What am I doing? I forgot we already smacked him. Alright, so we'll go down to 3. We get another Battle Compressor. It's pretty much useless. Here comes a Black Kyurem. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see. He's 10 cards left in his deck. It does need like 4 energies to attack. And does John have a Lysander? Like I said, he could Lysander a Keldeo or a Shaman, and it'll be stuck there forever. But if he plays it in, we have less prize cards. We should win that way. We should be okay to win. We should be good to go. John with the Terminal Blastoise, which is definitely the key thing. The turn 1 whiff is definitely what we needed. And let's see, what does John decide to do? Not sure what he can do to win the game now. He's definitely in trouble. Like I said, he could Lysander a Shaman, but we will. He'll deck out before us, so we're just gonna be revenge. I'll do like 100 and 100, and then next time we can knock it out. All right, on to our opponent's turn. Let's see, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18. We have a billion in our hand. So yeah, we shouldn't deck out before him. We should be good to go. Yeah, I think we have this game in the bag for sure. We see a Water Angel going on a Shaman and a pass on to our turn. We are going to be revenge, knock out this Black Carom, doing another 100 damage, going down to 1 prize card. Alrighty. And 1 to 4 left. Hey, there's another Combi that we need. But even though our DCs are gone. Alright, so on to John's turn. What does he have? He could Sky Return to somebody, but a pass on to our turn. Good game, buddy. Alright, so we do win the series. We will be revenge, knocking out Shebe. And there we go. 2-1 against Blastoise. John did not get out the Terminal Blastoise, and that's, it's pretty easy once you get the Vileplume online. It was kind of shaky because we had all those DCs in our hand, and he could have Lysander and probably stalled to win. But there we go. Thanks for watching. Once again, you see the power of Vespiquen and Vileplume. I still think it's one of the strongest decks for regionals. A lot of people aren't considering it, but so far we beat an Yveltal Archeops, we beat a Blastoise, and both those decks will be highly played at regionals. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.